When you're scrambling for a hostess gift, our next guest has one that's the right size and color. And if you buy now, it can also be personalized. Middle Oak Wines in Friendswood is a nice way to celebrate friendships and holiday meals. The owner, Christina Skinner, and her daughter, Callista Carlin, join us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, it's a lot to be said for just a few years ago, relatively speaking. You wouldn't say a winery in Friendswood, but wine has opened up so much over the last several years.
Yes, it has.
All right, for you oversee every step of the winemaking. You see wines as an art form. What was it about wine that attracted you? Because I know in the beginning you were like, wine wasn't your thing.
Yeah, I actually really thought that I hated wine. I had one experience though that opened my eyes to the possibilities of liking wine, and then once I embarked
What was that situation?
Well, actually, I was on a cruise ship with my husband and his boss.
That's why you were liking the wine. Yeah, you were on a cruise ship with your husband. The wine was great. Yeah.
Actually, I didn't like the wine, but they tried to get me to go to a champagne and caviar tasting. I didn't enjoy myself. Then they convinced me to do a chocolate and wine pairing afterwards. And although I didn't love the wine, I was very intrigued by how the wine and the chocolate both tasted differently when paired with each other.
It's like anytime someone tells me they don't like, I hate beer, or I hate wine, or I hate that, I'm like, have you had the right one, or have you had it in the right way? Because it is such a wide, part of palates there. All right, you grew up realizing or seeing your mom make this dream come true.
Yeah, that was it. She's truly an inspiration. She has shown me strength and being able to turn a passion into a reality, and it's been really incredible to be there along the sidelines.
Because early on you worked temp jobs and worked from home to help raise her, and once you were good and grown you thought, okay, let me revisit this wine thing. It is one thing to say I really have a passion for wines, and a great divide, a Grand Canyon between making it actually happen. So the moment you said to yourself, I want to dive all in.
Mm-hmm. You know what, I can't even tell you there was just one moment. It was just a series of moments, and there was finally some good friends that I made in the industry who convinced me that this is something that I could pull off. So
yeah, and it's a whole new world. You have to get licenses for this. You have to all these have to get educated on this. All right, the name Middle Oak Wine. Where did the name Middle Oak come from?
Well, honestly, there's two different answers. So Middle C, which is on our Cab Franc label, is a musical term, and so it really kind of stemmed from that. But then also there was three of us. It was me, my husband, and my daughter, and someone was always stuck in the middle. So
okay, well, there you go, Middle Oak right there. And of course we know like there's oak barrels and things like that in the industry. Now, it's one thing to open up your winery. It's another thing to place in serious, fierce competitions, and congratulations, because you have placed at Rodeo Best Bites several times.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, so there's place, now there's taste. Let's get to it here.
Yes.
So let's start with what we have here and what people can enjoy at the winery itself.
So we just brought a few of our wines this time. These are the wines.
That's all I can handle at this time in the morning. Yeah.
That's okay. This one right here that you're starting off with is the 2020 Cab Franc, and this won double gold recently in the 2026 competition. So we'll be serving all of these actually at Roundup and Best Bites this February.
I can see why this one. This is good. This is really good, especially a red wine around this time of year. You can have it any time, but when it's like the cooler holiday weather, I love a good
And this
Cab.
is a 2020 Merlot, and this has won actually several times now, and we'll be pouring this as well as a double gold winner.
Okay, I'm going to ask what might be a silly question, and I know you might know this because you were the grape juice taster, right? Okay, so the difference between a Cab and a Merlot, is it the grape itself?
Yes, actually, the winemaking process is really her expertise in how she chooses the wines every step of the way. But there is a difference between each type of wine and each type of grape.
Yeah, grape, and it can go from year to year how those grapes produce, right?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
That's the taste. All right, so we have these two that I tasted here, and then I'm going to come over here because what you also have is where you can sit and enjoy things for a while. So tell us what we have right here and what other things you have in the winery. And mother daughter is like, you mom, no you, no you mom. Yeah.
Well, this is a butter board from, I'm sure you've actually had them on here before, I've heard.
No.
They do a really nice spread. We like to pair a lot of different things. We're not a food establishment at the wine room, but we do like to offer little snacks here and there. There's a few like prosciutto boards or a little, salami board, things like that. Because like my mom mentioned, a big passion of hers is being able to taste things and seeing how the wine changes with what you're having.
Which one should I sip with this right here?
It's whatever one you're called to. I actually don't like when people try and tell you what you should pair, because I think sometimes you can challenge that. Your own palate is your own palate.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun.
Well, I'm
just
just going to tell you right now, you can't go wrong with
it.
any of them. I love this, and look at this. I mentioned
And it's really
earlier.
hard to go bad with butter for me.
And the garlic, and garlic's good for your heart too, I think. Right, no, it's very, very good. All right, I love that you say that you don't tell people what to do. And so can people come in and also get an education, because we have to sound the smartest at the cocktail party we're at, right?
Yes, absolutely. They can come in, we can discuss it, we can talk about what they think they might like. They can try all the different types of wines and discover for themselves whether they like it or not, or if they want other winery suggestions. I have that too.
Yeah, all right, you have upcoming events. December 12th is a complimentary bottle engraving. Speaking of cocktail parties, if you're going to come up with a cocktail or a hostess gift, when you walk in the door with a bottle of wine, they go, oh, thank you. They don't know where you got it from or whatever. But when you walk in with one that's personalized, they know that you made an extra effort.
Yes, they should.
Yeah. So December 12th, people can get the complimentary bottle engraving. In February, you're pouring, as you mentioned, at Rodeo Roundup and Best Bites competition, and also charcuterie board workshop and food truck. So there's always something going on that's entertaining. Okay, I'm just going to circle back around to you that you were the grape juice taster.
Yes, and water connoisseur. That was my official title when I was too young to drink.
All right, ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. And